including me, because that joke is a little too close to the line. 4 years ago, Sidemen FC faced off against YouTube Allstars in what was touted as the final ever Sidemen charity match. 4 years later, and just like your parents' failed marriage, we're going to try this one more time, and this time, it's for the kids. That's right, today we're going to be doing an in-depth tactical analysis of the two YouTube teams that are going to be facing off against each other at Charlton. Yes, this is what the international break has brought us to. First, we'll talk about Sidemen FC. You know, they're coming off the back of an emphatic 7-1 win just 4 years ago, meaning they're fresh, they're ready, and they're ready to score more goals all over again. But first, let's turn our attentions to the managers of these two teams. Managing Sidemen FC is, of course, we all knew it was going to happen, it's Billy Wingrove. And Billy Wingrove is a known advocate for Sidemen Sundays, and apparently best friends with Vic Star, so no wonder he's taking on the managerial role of Sidemen FC at the weekend. But what do we know about Billy? Well, we know his skills are sick, fam, and his footballing partner over the past decade has been Jeremy Lynch. So if there are any twats with massive egos in the Sidemen FC team, I think he might just be able to deal with them. But will Billy Wingrove be able to translate some of his Swaztekers into the Sidemen team at the weekend in such a short amount of time? First, let's look at the strike partnership of Mini Minter and Vic Star, who find themselves leading the line, the classic big man, small man duo, and I think it could work. Mini Minter winning the headers, and Vic Star, like every mid-2000s teenager watching a Spice Girls video, can dribble like there's no tomorrow. The problem I do find in this team is this right-hand side. Zerka finds himself on the right wing, and look, most of the Sidemen have found themselves there after they've gained a little bit of wealth. But I do think that Zerka doesn't have much pace in him, so the YouTube All-Stars definitely could exploit that area of the pitch, especially with Cal Freezy as the defensive support. And I don't see much defence coming from that man unless you ask him what the white powder was in the changing rooms. Where I think Sidemen FC's strengths really lie is in the centre of the park, that central spine, because KSI and Chris MD make up a really strong and technical midfield, and it's backed up by the Guernsey Goat and the Essex Elk in Ethan Bazinga and W2S. But again, it's the wing-back position that are letting the team down, because JME left back, not in the 2010s this time, but I don't think he'll have much to worry about, because Tojiz will be running up and down that wing with his blistering pace. That's if he doesn't decide to sub himself off in the name of charity. Speaking of, Carl Jacobs is ready to come on at any moment. But now let's turn our attentions to the YouTube All-Stars, a really interesting team that is managed by Mark Goldbridge. Mark is best known for his Manchester United hot takes and his FIFA career modes, but will he be able to deliver the glory days of winning a charity match to this YouTube dream team? Mark also used to be a police officer, meaning he'll have to turn a blind eye to some of the abstrosities happening in that changing room. Looking at YouTube All-Stars starting lineup, the thing that sticks out most is a devastating front line, but that's enough about Chunks' trim. Castro on the left wing, Speed on the right wing. Speed will be efficient in the counter-attack and will probably also get most of these YouTubers through 90 minutes of football. That's like 3 drug jokes now. They just roll off the tongue. It's just easy. And then we look at the centre of the park and it just gets even better. Theo Baker, Noah Beck and Philly. It's a threesome your girlfriend won't tell you that she wants. Don't worry, Theo, you can watch. But speaking of watching, the bench is stacked. Deji, Danny Aarons, George Not Found, and from Mr. Beast videos, it's Chris and Chandler. And much like his videos, no one's really watching for them. Looking at the defence, there's a really sturdy partnership in Harry Pinheiro and Nico Omalana. Nico, of course, is the leader of the NDL, which is a satirical take on the racist group, the EDL. Unfortunately, much like the EDL, Nico will be defending the lines from people like Vic Star, which is a comparison no one wanted to make, including me, because that joke is a little too close to the line. That's my breakdown of the Sidemen FC versus YouTube All-Stars match this weekend. Let me know what your predictions are. My predictions, high scoring, many goals, and entertainment. If you want the score, 5-4. It rhymed. See you later.